Alright, currently on my way to Dylan and Trenton's room to do some stupid homework. Let's see how all this goes.
Can you post right now? I've already read all that
It's rank one!
stuff. What is it?
It's rank one!
No, okay, it says unlocked. Your mom?
Belly flop into the ball pit. What is wrong with you, Trenton?
Are you going to take it?
Do you not have any idea how bad?
Do that. Okay, I'll set this out. Trenton!
You're grabbing. I know! Oh, I'm not going to both have to come over.
Charger's right there!
I'm choked right now.
No, you won't!
He's a fucking monster! Ow! Sorry. I'm gonna break Trent's glasses! Ow! Where's his little nipple? RKO!
I'm gonna tap before my neck. My neck.
It's just even
Ow! My nipples hurt.
Study.
Well, I thought I studied, but...
Guys are after me. They're after me right now. So, here's the mission. It's not a very good mission. Let me step back, get the lighting so you can see my beautiful face and so you can see my eyes so I'm not lying. Here's the mission, guys. Are you ready? We're gonna try and make it to the end of this long journey before I get attacked by the moon people. The moon people are out tonight, so be ready. Alright guys, let's get started. So, I got a story for you on this fine night. Pretty sure that's a full moon up there, so I think this story is quite fitting, considering that a full moon is like when werewolves come out, and that's when you get like massive change, where that individual just like transforms into some crazy creature, right? Into some crazy, scary individual that's like just devours all of his family and all of his friends and just like destroys every opportunity to redeem himself just because everybody's dead because he killed everybody, right? So the change I'm talking about here is, you know, when it comes to that full moon and it comes out and you turn into a werewolf, well, here's another thing to think about. When it comes to that full moon, transformation. We all transform through our lives, but we all reach a point where we stop transforming, where we resist the transformation and we're like, I don't want to transform anymore. I totally love who I am right now, but what we don't realize is the change is necessary, and change is the very driver that keeps humanity and all of the creatures that are alive today alive and from going extinct. So we're about ready to go into a really, really, really dark area, so be ready. Water is good.
What? APA?
Got them wet
With what?
water
Why did you get them wet?
because I was spitting water out of my mouth.
Why were you spitting water out of
Because
your
I do what
mouth?
I want.
Where were you spitting the water?
I was spitting the water just out.
Ah, my dick! Ah, my dick!
We're taking the fucking chair over.
I think I was injuring him. Just hit his legs.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you, Trenton.
I know your weakness! Don't touch my legs!
Alright guys, so when it comes to this idea of transformation, What am I talking about, really? Like, Jacob, are you crazy? Well, let's go back over to the story where we have the werewolf that changes, right? They get bit, and all of a sudden they're infected by this crazy thing, this crazy venom that causes them to turn into a werewolf, right? And every time that full moon comes out, they have to either lock themselves up, or they have to, you know, eventually just try and escape whatever it is. Like, try and lock themselves up, essentially, and keep themselves away from public eyes, from public people, so that they don't kill that individual, so they don't kill a crap ton of people. Well, here's the thing. The whole werewolf thing, some of us get affected by that venom. And that venom, that venom is the best thing that could ever infect you in your entire life. You know, that's why we got the creepy lighting here, right? Because I'm about ready to drop some bombs on you all that may totally blow your mind. So, the venom that affects us. So say we've got an individual that they get bit, the venom takes hold, the full moon comes out, they change. Well, for us, we get affected by the venom of success, right? All of a sudden, we feel this amazing urge to go out and chase after our dreams. And when we feel that, and the winds of change start to come in towards us, we resist the change of becoming a werewolf, right? So you get bit by the motivation werewolf. And the motivation werewolf tells you to go and do this, to go and chase your dreams, to make your life happen. And so what happens is, as we're all motivated, we're dreaming about all these crazy possibilities in our head, and then when that full moon comes, we resist the change. The individual resists the change. They change themselves up. They're afraid to introduce themselves to the public eye, because in doing so it will see the creature that they've become. And some people do not understand this creature, and so they condemn it. They call it weak, they call it scary, they call it insane, and so they try and silence it. Here's the thing: society and the people around you and the systems that are in place are all trying to suppress you. They're all trying to get that venom out of your body and trying to make you resist the change of becoming a werewolf, of success, a wolf amongst sheep. And you cannot resist this change. You will feel this change immensely when you're about ready to raise in status, when you're about ready to accomplish something that's above anything that you've ever accomplished. For myself, I'm experiencing it now. This very moment, I can feel myself trying to cling on to old familiar things. And so what happens is the venom takes hold. When the venom takes hold, we start to become a whole entire different creature. When we start to become that whole entire different creature, we start to try and hang on to the old senses of identity that we used to have, thinking it's going to be the very thing that's going to help us, that's going to make us better. But what we don't realize is that we have to let go of that old identity. We have to let go of those old values, those old beliefs, and introduce new beliefs, new systems. We have to embrace the full moon of change that allows us to become the successful people we were born to be. You were bit for a reason, right? So don't resist the venom. Here's the thing. Remember, whatever you resist persists. So if you choose to resist whatever it is that you've been bitten by, whatever motivation creature that has taken hold of you, don't resist it. It's going to be terrifying. It's going to be scary. Like when someone turns into a werewolf, I can't imagine the pain they go through and how scary it is for them. And it's the same for you. Okay? So you cannot resist this. You have to be willing to accept the moon and to bathe in the blood of the sheep. Now that sounds really messed up. Whoa. Okay. Not bathe in the blood of sheep, but bathe in the blood of your own that you will have to go through. You will have to bleed to reach your dreams, to reach your goals. But here's the thing. When you feel that bite, when you feel that venom take hold and that full moon starts to shift you to a whole new sense of belief, let go. Don't resist anything. Don't hang on to old beliefs. That's your ego. That's your old sense of identity trying to bring you back. But there's no bringing you back because the venom is already inside of you. So you need to take hold of yourself. You need to start taking action, and you need to start reaching for the things that are being presented to you. Because what happens is when you are bit, when the venom takes hold in your body, and you start to see the very thing that you want in your life, opportunities will start to present themselves to you all over the place, and you have to take hold of these. So guys, I didn't make it to the end of the path, obviously. I mean, it's like all the way down there. I was not about to walk all the way down there. I'm doing laundry right now, and it's really scary out here. I'm actually afraid that I'm gonna get bit by a werewolf, and not the motivation kind, the scary kind that will make me turn into a werewolf and I'll just like destroy everything around me. So I'm just gonna get out of here. But resolution to the story, guys, I did not get caught by whatever was chasing me, but I did get bit by the motivation werewolf. Got me with his venom. And here's the thing, I want to shackle myself up. I do. I want to hang on to that old sense of identity. I want to go back into that comfort zone that I once knew that made me feel so good, yet so terrible at the same time. But I know that I must take this next step, and I must fully embrace the moons of change to reach that next level. And I hope that you all do the same. I want to end this video in this creepy lighting. Maybe we'll see some like creep falling behind me.